Well, on Tuesday night, there were a couple of celebrations. One in Point Lookout, Missouri, another back in West Michigan as the Cornerstone University basketball team won the NAIA Division II National Championship, beating St. Francis of Indiana 80-71. It is the Golden Eagles' second national title under head coach Kim Elders. And with us now here on Sports Overtime, Golden Eagle head coach Kim Elders and senior forward Caleb Simons. Guys, congrats. I'm sure you probably have heard that a few times over the last few days. So here we are, a few days removed. The game is on Tuesday. You guys drive back on Wednesday. You get back. You have a celebration back on campus. You've had a few days now to kind of take this all in, let it soak in. You've got a national title for Coach. You're second. For you, Caleb, obviously you're first. A few days now, letting it sink in. What's on your mind? How are you thinking about all this?
Well, it's still phenomenal. I mean, we still haven't come down. At least I haven't. And you know, just to come back on Wednesday night and be greeted by several people at Cornerstone, and then have the celebration on Thursday with at least 500 people in the stands there, was just awesome. So for me, I'm just still celebrating, still smiling, and enjoying it.
How about you, for Caleb? You know, you're a senior, and everyone wants to write that script. If you're going to win a national championship, you'd probably want it to be your senior year. So the last time you walk off the court, the last time you take off that uniform, you've been cutting down the nets and celebrating a title. What's the dream like?
I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. Like Coach said, you know, it was a huge celebration. We're still all celebrating. You know, being a senior, it's fun to get a win on your last game. You know, we're still celebrating. It's just unbelievable feeling to know that all our hard work finally paid off with the national title.
Let's talk about that game. You guys knock off St. Francis. Ronald Bates, 25 points, 12 rebounds. It was his first double-double this season. If you're going to have one, I suppose that's the time to have one. Team hits 51% of its shots, 9 out of 17 from three-point range. To be in a championship game, to step up, to rise up the way your guys did, how proud are you?
Oh, I'm so proud. I mean, we knew that was going to be a tough game. That was a hard-fought game. We kind of cruised through our first 4 games just playing great defense, out-rebounding, shooting the ball well. But, you know, the championship game was a lot tougher. It was a hard-fought game, and they have 2 great players. And, you know, Ronnie is just a great player. And a lot of times this year, he's not had a strong first half and just come on like gangbusters in the second half, and that's exactly what he did. And he really carried us along with Caleb and some of our other guys. But it was a good, hard-fought win, and in the end, we were on top.
Now, of course, you guys won the national title back in 1999. You've had some great teams since then. You've been back to Point Lookout, Missouri for the Nationals. Many Sweet 16s. I think this is your 5th Final Four. What was it about this team to be able to get back over the hump?
Well, this team, you know, it started with these guys as freshmen, you know, and they came in and they were thrown in the fire right away, and they took their knocks and they hung in there, and they got better as freshmen. They got better as sophomores. Last year they took us to the Elite Eight and got knocked out, ironically, by St. Francis in that Elite Eight game. And just going into this game, you know, in the fall, we talked about getting back and finishing some business. And this team these seniors just matured so much since their freshman year, and we were really riding their backs. And what made this team so special is just how these guys love each other and get along on and off the court, and just great team cohesion.
Caleb, for you guys as a senior class to have gone through this and kind of, you know, each year maybe, you know, getting a little bit farther and making it to the Elite Eight last year, just the experience of being seniors, but also having been down there. I mean, how, you know, just being familiar with the surroundings and familiar with that tournament and the way thing is run and that court and that environment. Having been there before and having made it to the Elite Eight last year, how much do you think that helped you this year going back down there?
I mean, it definitely helps. Like you said, you know, as freshmen coming in, we didn't, you know, we were thrown right into the fire with no experience. You know, even as sophomores, we didn't have any seniors, so it was tough, you know, starting out. But then, you know, getting down there last year, you know, as juniors, making it to the Elite Eight, winning a couple games, you know, going down there, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how we matched up with a lot of the teams down there, you know, at the national level. But, you know, last year was great. We got to get some experience down there. We finally realized that we belong, you know, with some of these better teams at the national level. And then it definitely helped going into this year, you know, getting a high seed, going down there, and just realizing that we do belong, you know, that we are good enough to play with those teams. You know, a lot of guys are bigger than us, stronger than us, but we had the better team this year, and it definitely helped from the experience of last year.
Now, after you guys win the national title, you got the trophy, and by all accounts, from what I've read, you didn't hold on to that trophy too long. You went and you gave it to Johnny Tice, your 8-year-old ball boy. And I know many people know the story of Johnny, a former ball boy with you guys. Unfortunately, has brain cancer and as an 8-year-old, but he's kind of been your inspiration for you guys, and you gave him the championship trophy that night.
Definitely, like you said, he's definitely been an inspiration for all of us. You know, after the game, our trainer Phil came up to me and told me I was going to get the MVP, and said, you know, what do you think about giving the trophy to Johnny? And I immediately thought, you know, that's a great idea. I was on board right away. You know, any of the guys would have done the same thing. So, you know, got the trophy, went over and handed it to him, and you know, he couldn't really say anything, but you know, you could see it in his parents' eyes. They were thankful just for everything. You know, just as we're thankful for them. You know, they've been huge for us. You know, huge inspiration, Johnny, and his whole story. And you know, it's just a small token of our gratitude. To show him that he's been a big inspiration and we love and care about them. So.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Coach Ellers, Caleb Simons.
Thank you.
National champs, Cornerstone. Congrats, guys.
Thank you.